Hello, and welcome back to me throwing art supplies at my coloring book. I would like to start out with apologizing to anyone who uses acrylic paint on a regular basis because I am not one of those people and I do not have the steadiest of hands. So I go outside the lines a lot. I'm just struggling to figure out what paintbrush to use where, all of that good stuff. So I apologize if it's painful for you to watch, but I will give you a spoiler. The paint did not go through the paper, and I also didn't use a lot of water with the acrylics. I wanted to use mostly just the acrylic paint, and I just used the water to clean off my brush in between colors. I am painting my beautiful Adralyn again. Adralyn is a Triton sorcerer. She's one of my D&D characters. This drawing in particular, I drew way back in like 2021. I'm obsessed with Twice, so this outfit that Adralyn is wearing is based off of the Can't Stop Me music video from Twice. They had a whole bunch of really cute outfits in that music video, and this is based on the yellow set if you ever go and look at that. I also drew a couple of other outfits from that same musical. There are these denim looks that I really enjoyed, and I did a whole series of my characters wearing the denim looks. And then I also drew a series of them wearing these business suits that were definitely part of the promotional footage and promotional pictures for the music video. I was really nervous to use acrylic paint because I don't know anything about blending the paints out. As you can see here, I was trying to go from like the yellow to the green, and I went back and forth a ton, but I just feel like I couldn't make it smooth at all. And also I don't have a lot of space to work with here. I feel like this drawing was really not great for using the acrylic paint, mostly because there's like some really tight spots and then also some like larger areas that I feel like got really messy when I was using the paint. So I feel like I need to go back and try and use the acrylic paints more. The whole reason I even have any acrylic paints is because I used them a little bit in college for my art degree. And I haven't really used them since. And I graduated in 2020. So it's been a while since I've used any paintbrushes or tried to use paint in any capacity. You'll see this weird like Luxiton thing in the back. That's like a piece of cardboard that came with some sticker paper, and since it was big enough to fit completely underneath the paper, I figured that would be a little bit better than the sheet for my markers, just because it didn't fully cover the back and I wasn't sure how intense the paint would be on the paper. So that's what that is in the background. I had a lot of fun revisiting this piece. I feel like I probably would have approached the way I drew this a little bit differently now, just because I really like the concept, but definitely with like trying to paint all of these little flowers and leaves and all of that was a little bit difficult for me because, like I said, I'm not very skilled with paintbrushes or have a very steady hand, and I feel like I was going over things that I didn't really want to. And I mean, obviously, because it's acrylic paint, you're going to lose a little bit of the line art. So at the end, I didn't film this, but I did go over some of the spots where we lost the line art because obviously you still want to see her nose and her eyebrows and stuff. She looks a little bit weird right now because she doesn't have either of those. But I also wanted to make sure the paint was dry before I brought out a line art pen and tried fixing that up. Oh man, these big leaves were so difficult just because there were these giant spots that needed to be painted, and then I felt like I just couldn't quite get it to look nice. And I definitely go way over the lines for the leaves, and I'm just trying to like make sure that there's not any white patchiness. And I was just struggling so hard with the paint. But I'm glad that I tried the acrylic paint, even though it doesn't look very good. I think I would like to try the Posca pens just because those are wetter, and I'm pretty sure it'll go through the paper. Same with watercolor. I think if the paper won't be able to handle the watercolor very well, but I definitely want to explore those two things and just see what happens to this Amazon coloring book when I throw that much liquid at it, just to see. As you can see here, I'm almost done painting, but honestly, I was just having such a struggle that I was like, you know what? The stripes on this outfit are just gonna have to not be there because I don't think I can do that and have it look nice at the end. So, oh well, what kind of art supplies do you want me to throw at this coloring book next? And what do you think of the finished product? Do you like the original digital drawing more, or do you like the coloring book version more? Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.